Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. Now when you think about winning a duel, you might think about hitting your opponent in the face with a big monster. Or maybe one of those negate players who loves hearing this sound.
Terraforming! You will not negate! Negate! Oh my Jesus! He read my terraforming! The final card.
But today, we're gonna go and do an OTK deck. Now when I say OTK, you might think,
I've assembled all 5 special cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia! Obliterate!
but nah, we're doing this go right here. Now let's get to the video. Welcome guys to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. This is the video I wanted to do a year ago. I've been putting it off in ages, and that's how you can see I've D-ranked to I think this is the lowest rank you can be. Yeah, well, I'm back after a 1-year hiatus, and this will be the welcome back video. Yes, it's another card game. The next ones will not be card games, I promise you that. It's just in this time, I remember I thought of a really good idea for a video, so I thought it'd be nice to redo it after a year. Well, hope you guys enjoy and stick around. So here's the deck we're going to be trying today. We're going to be doing an OTK deck with this girl right here, Angel of Mischief. She does a bunch of things. We don't care about any of this, except when the number of materials on this card becomes 10, we win the duel. So it's a 1-turn kill. We can win from turn 1, which is incredibly rare for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck, I guess, even though you can lock out your opponent. So this deck revolves around these birds, these Lerilusk's ability to basically special summon up the wazoo till we have 10 materials, and then we're gonna fuse them into Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief using this card, Bird Sanctuary. So this card, and all of these birds over here are going to give us the win condition. Now you'd be thinking, doesn't that seem really OP if it's consistently winnable? Yep, but if anyone has the cards like this, or this, or this, or this, all of it shuts down. Or this. Any hand trap completely stops the combo. Now you might be thinking to yourself, how many decks have hand traps? Well, we're gonna go see in a second how many decks keep hand traps in their hand. Alright, so let's take a look at the most popular cards from Master Duel. Let's look at the top 10, shall we? From here to here, how many cards shut down the entire thing? The top 4 most played cards and the 10th most played card. Oh, and this one. So 6 of the 10 most played cards would shut down the entire thing. So I'm sure it'll be fine. So guys, here we are in solo battle. Just here to show you the combo. The most important thing is we need to find a way to get 4 birds in hand. Most importantly, we need this yellow bird to start. We have another card here which could get us a very important bird card if our opponent does not steal it. Hopefully he gives me Wagtail. This is not... Is it? We can add 1 wing. Yeah, okay, we do need this one, Cobalt Sparrow. It's good he grabbed the other one then. So you start the combo off by using this he, she, it turquoise warbler bird. This lets you get a free summon. So for those who don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! You see this blue outline and yellow. Yellow means I can activate a ability, but usually you just get to summon 1 creature a turn. And if you meet any conditions, you can specially summon monsters from this side deck over here. But to get 10 material, we're gonna have to summon a lot in a single turn, which means that we need to use this mechanic called Special Summon, which gives us additional summons that don't count as our normal summon, as long as we meet some conditions. So this means there's no monsters in the field, we get to throw it down, we'll pull this other monster, and it will give us 1 free card of the Lerilusk Sparrow variety to our hand, which we need this bird over here. Then since one of these are on the field, this guy gives us another free special summon. And we can go ahead and summon this other bird. Then this bird will activate to give us the very important spell we need for the combo, which is Bird Sanctuary. Why is this important? You'll see in a second here. So we just play it down because we'll need it to draw a free card later. So we go 2 birds, not 3, into this XYZ monster, Recital Starling. Activating this effect is unimportant, but we'll do it for fun. Okay, so if you see on the cards, in the bottom left, there's this symbol with a 2 on it. This is the number of material. So earlier when we looked at Angel of Mischief, we need this number to be 10, which means we need to put 10 monsters or fuse 10 monsters together to make Angel of Mischief win us the game. Right now we're at 2, we're gonna just activate its effect, throw one to the graveyard, and we need this girl specifically, but since we have her in hand, I believe there's no need to grab her right now. Very important thing for this combo is we need this bluebird to go one in the graveyard, one in the banish zone, and then we need this girl to remain in the graveyard till the very end. If we get all 3 down, we should be fine to hopefully OHKO the opponent if they have no hand traps. Now you might be asking, this seems incredibly specific, and you know, begging on the fact that an opponent doesn't have hand traps when like over half of all the decks have hand traps in them. Well, you see, we never said this was the smartest one-turn KO OTK deck, but it is an OTK deck. Okay, so we get 3 material in this because when you sacrifice a blue sparrow as one of your sacrifice material, you can get an extra thing from the graveyard in here. So we're going to use that to activate this thing. It draws a card when you have 3 or more materials. That's just a free card, and this free card will be very important. So we're gonna go into the Tri-Brigade tree. When we summon this girl, she's gonna let us summon our other guy for free, which is another free summon. So then we activate her. We summon our free Nerval. Wait, Nerval can banish. Yes, Nerval needs to banish 2 cards. You can pick whatever else here. Importantly, you need to pick the blue. And you cannot pick this girl. You cannot pick Celestine Wagtail. You have to pick something else. I like to pick the XYZ monster just so I don't confuse myself later with resummoning. Then we discard 2 cards. We can discard any 2 cards that is not the yellow bird. So we discard this and that. We target this card here. I also realized that I did need this card, and we do have one in hand. Hopefully this wasn't the card that he stole. I cannot actually remember. If he did, I have royally messed this up, and we're gonna need to redo the whole thing, but hopefully it's not the case here. We're gonna go into this giant guy, and I always forget his name. Ominous something. Ominous Omen. Shuriag. Not important. This one will let us cycle a card, which we can't do because we need this card. Okay, then we go into this dude over here. It's gonna be Reproductus. There's a robotic dinosaur. So when both of them go to the graveyard, they'll let us do 2 things. Nerval lets us add another Tri-Brigade card to our hands. And the blue guy lets us find any card in our deck, I believe, of a basic monster. So we need this Kinkabyo cat. And it'll be apparent in just a second. And then we need Nerval to give us this dude, Fractal. Okay. So... okay, so he goes to the graveyard. He's going to activate his own ability. And what we need him to do is to send the bluebird to the graveyard. So bluebird was in the banish zone, check. Bluebird is in the graveyard. Where is the bluebird? Bluebird is in the graveyard. And then there is also the Celestine Wagtail in the graveyard. So we normal summon Kinkabyo. This is our 1 normal summon for the turn. Lets us drag out one of any other creature. This one is completely unimportant. We can just you know, we can just put a Nerval out for fun. Why not? Then we need to put Ghost Rick Duelahan here. He needs to be directly under Reproductus. Very important. Alright, so this is the coming to the end of the combo here. Yes, a very long combo. You have to do this very quickly in actual arena. I haven't done it in 6 months, but I'm sure I can do it in time. So he has 2 materials in him. And you're like, hey, that feels really far from 10. And like, look, I'm gonna put Angel of Mischief down. And oh, she only wins when we're at 10. This feels like a very bad idea, right? Because she only has 3 currently. But just hold on a moment. Alright, trust in the process, guys. You need to put the bluebird out from the graveyard here, so it needs to go there. Okay. Then the final piece is either of these work. I like to go Ensemble Robin instead of Assembled Robin because there's an extra trigger that if you press yes to, you mess up the whole combo with the second one. And why do you put her in here? I know, to go with Illyris team, and I need more cards anyway in the deck. Okay, so you activate its effect. Select the card to target. So when you target it here, you cannot select her to think. Anything else is fine. Anything else is fine. So you add to in bang, bang, and then activate this one to attach herself into here. Bang. And then what we're gonna do is reproduct this. It's going to not attribute, monster type. Yes, we're gonna make you a winged beast. Is it winged beast? Is that what this needs? Winged beast, yes, okay, winged beast. So it's gonna make her a winged beast, and then we're gonna target 2 winged beasts, select 2 cards to target, right? And then we're gonna shove this under here, and that's gonna be 10, and we're gonna win the game! Look at that animation. Beautiful, malissimo. Now let's see if it works in an actual game. Alright, going into the second duel for today. Hopefully win the coin flip. Nope. If we go second or first, it matters just a little bit. If we go first, we only need to watch out for hand traps. If we go second, we have to watch out for field negates. So that's slightly more problematic. Okay, this starting hand is not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. Okay, let's see what he gives us. Activate. Okay, you're gonna give us this bird, or this bird. No, I already have him. That one. There's one of these 3. So the opponent picks actually any of them. I can play off it. Okay, he gives us that one. That's an important one for us to take off the bat. This is the one that lets us add 1 from our deck. Okay, we should have everything we need. The fact that the game... The fact the game is not pausing on his side for him to counter is a good sign that he doesn't have any hand traps, which means that this might be a very, very possible turn. Okay, we gotta go fast. So, her into this one. Yes, please give us a card. We need her. And then we activate special summon. Her. Bang. Bang. We need to grab this one to grab Bird Sanctuary. Oh no, the clock over there you can see is ticking down, and I'm very concerned about not having enough time for this combo. Okay, Recital Bird. Defense position. Now this guy has Nibiru, which is the giant comet. We are in a load of trouble because that means that he can screw us pretty bad here. I mean, I already have this, but I need to grab any card anyway, just for card draw. Special summon, another one. Oh, this guy doesn't play hand traps. Maybe it's because we're in the lowest rank. He doesn't, and if he doesn't, that would be insane. Okay. Okay. 3 in here. Activate. Draw a card because we need the extra card. Activate here. We need to detach a material. Just throw away Bluebird. Cancel activation. Oh god, that's gonna mess us up for the rest of this, ain't it? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go into Tri-Brigade triggering. So in the case that we don't have enough birds to do the full combo by one shot, there is an alternate, not win condition, but a negate we can play on the field, which is incredibly annoying. Maybe I'll get one of these matches to show you the second win condition. I know I had the footage ages ago, but I deleted it for computer space. Banish 2 cards, blue in this. God, I need to remember this so quickly. Summon the bear, has to be bottom left. Activate the bear, discard 2 cards. We can discard Nerval and a blue one. Select cards to target. Yep, put it in side facing zone. Activate Nerval in this first death instead of the second one. And I'll draw this guy. Special summon. Shuriag. Okay. Shuriag will ask to destroy something. Nope. Nope, I don't need to draw. We will then turn Shuriag into Reproductus here. Reproductus. Please help us find Kinkabyo. Nope. Kinkabyo. This will have to activate to send blue to the graveyard. Very important, so I can finally activate this and grab blue out. Regular summon. Activate Kinkabyo. Oh my gosh, grab Nerval out. I'm going to Ghost Trick. Evolve Ghost Trick into Angel of Mischief. Ensemble Robin. Let's activate all the effects here. Grab Yellow Bird. Just to be safe, I don't want to grab any of the brown birds. Grab that bird. Grab that in. 4 materials. 5 materials. Activate effect from graveyard. 6 materials. Selfish material 7, 3. Activate effect. Turn you into a winged beast as we've seen earlier. And then, this is why kids you should play hand traps. Target both of you. The one to slide in will be you. And that's game. Nice, and that took, I think, less than half the match time. So I'm leaving these clips here as a sort of proof of concept. Honestly, once you've seen the OTK once, you've seen it an infinite number of times. Not much changes besides the starting hand. Maybe you have certain kinds of birds, like I only had 2 different kinds, the yellow and the blue in this clip. And you gotta just find the rest using the many resources you get. Mainly I want to show you guys some clips showing if you don't draw the right hand at the start, what you can do to try to get an alternate win condition by putting some boss monsters around the place, or just getting a ton of damage in. Alright, so let's head to those clips in a second. So as you can see in this next clip, I didn't start with enough things to do OTK, so I just try to make a boss monster. This monster is pretty good. It can't die by battle effects or card effects, and it still is a monster if the opponent tries to trigger something. Skip it for a little bit, the opponent tries to summon a lot of negate monsters and just a huge force to try to beat me up. And we'll see that even though I try to negate his ability, take his monster, I do take it, but he ends up negating my effect immunity and killing my Draco Eutropic Future here. So here we're actually trying to get into one of our trump cards. It's called AA Zeus. It requires us to get one of these XYZ or black card monsters to have attacked, and then we can evolve it into him. As long as he has 2 materials or more inside of him, he can wipe the board. Now importantly, it's not a destroy card, but it bounces all of the cards on field back to deck on both sides of the field except for himself. So trying to keep a lot of materials inside of him is good because I can activate it multiple times at any time during a chain. Here we go. This guy without much of a board left and no cards in hand doesn't have really a way to build back his board. Even if it does, I still have enough material to bounce it again. So this game was pretty easy from this point. So last game really didn't show Draco Eutropic Future very well. He is one of the boss monsters in this deck, so you can see I don't have the right birds to start the OTK combos, so I tried to build a Draco Eutropic Future here, the Scythal Star going into a Draco Eutropic Future. The opponent here tries to make a Blue Eyes board. I don't believe he has the right cards for it, but you can see that it's actually quite strong as it's immune to most conditions, both card effects and monsters. He tries to do a battle kill here, doesn't work. Tries to do a Raigeki, doesn't work, and he just ends up surrendering. So going on to the next game, we Nibiru him, we turn all his creatures into this big effectless monster, then we try to get as much value on the board. Using Recital Star, I try to buff up Nibiru, thinking maybe I could bash through it. Then I realized midway through, I actually do have enough value to create a Shuriag, if you remember, from the OTK combo. Shuriag gets to banish something on first entry, so I summon him in, and then we bounce the attacker. And in fact, this is when I want to talk to you about the third boss monster, and the last one. It is this character. Assemble Robin has a special ability, where it's able to attack as many times as material in it, so we've got 4 in it, now we're going to get 5. And you see this gives us more than enough attack to basically kill the enemy, and at this point the enemy realizes that we're just going to keep punching him in the face, so he surrenders and then we win up the last game. So guys, that's about as much as that can do. I played about 11 games, I won 9 and lost 2, so win is pretty good. Maybe it's because I'm in pretty low elo. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video and hope you enjoyed watching, and I'm just going to add some clips of SCP-5K here that I had stored in the bag. Enjoy!
What the fuck? Open the door! Open the door!
What's happening?
The fucker's coming out! Oh shit! Hey,
oh my god, bleep! I'm looking at you through the door, what the fuck?
Help, 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 help! Okay, thanks.
You'll be good.
Yo!
Oh. No, we can't.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Can't see your name above you.
What happened, Kerry? Where are you, Kerry?
Oh shit! Yo, there's a fucked up people!
Where? I'm so confused.
And help, guys. And help.
You don't wanna help, Ryan.
What happened, Ryan? Is it the door you went in?
Yeah, I went in. And then.
Come here, come here, come here. You see me?
Kerry behind too?
Oh, behind what? Behind where?
Coming. Why?
Let's go.
Wait, wait. You guys saw the help.
I got all of them, I got all of them. Am I alone? Alright.
Nah, you're never alone. Peanut's there for you.
He's here, he's here, he's here!
He's here, he walked there, he's here.
What the fuck? Wait, what do you mean? Okay, wait, move. Oh, okay. Where is he?
Alright boys, I'm going in. Oh, guys, not fire, guys, not fire.
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Right, alright.
Cherry left.
Hey, move.
Left clear. Yeah, you guys. Yes,